Good morning, everybody. How are we doing today? Chris Matan here with the Real Estate Machine Show and the Modern Success Formula. So today's topic, we are going to talk about numbers, and this topic, numbers and knowing your numbers and whatnot, is I think I think some people over here absolutely love and live in this world and just love the details of numbers and coming up with spreadsheets and figuring out where we were today, where we were last week, where we're going, all that kind of stuff. And then you've got the group over here that wants absolutely nothing to do with it. It freaks them out. It puts them in a cold sweat. And they just, the minutia of digging into all that is just so unappealing that they just run from it. But the reality of it is, and I kind of fall into both categories. I love playing with the numbers, but recording them and tracking them and actually being disciplined on a day-to-day basis to kind of use them or organize them, that's kind of where my bottleneck is. But if they were kind of like automatically organized for me and I saw everything and then I was able to kind of manipulate them over here and adjust myself according to those results, that's very fascinating to me. So I kind of fight, like everybody on both sides of the world there. But knowing your numbers is critical. It's critical for a number of things. It measures what you've done. It gives you an idea of where you can go and a clue on how to go and how to get there. Maybe there are certain things that your numbers will tell you that you're excelling at. You want to double down on that. And then maybe you're falling behind on something else that you need to look a little closer at and figure out why that actually is the case. And it could act, it's for me, it's a lot of fun to look at that stuff and to kind of say, okay, well, listen, if I just add one more hour over here, or if I take away 1 hour over here, or if I add an extra $100 over here based on what's happened, how will that change? And where will that take me? And what would my business then look like? And I suppose that can be, listen, math is math and life is math. And this can be for your business. This could be for your schooling, your education. This could be for your exercise, workouts, your diet. I mean, life is numbers, and sometimes numbers are boring, but listen, numbers tell the story a lot of times. And if we can kind of figure out a way that works for us, that works for me, that works for you, and it may be completely different than the next guy, but if we could figure out a way to take a handful of metrics, if you will, and numbers, and look at them and record them on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis, whatever you can kind of make work that would translate into some sort of picture or story of what you're doing. You'd be surprised how inspiring and motivating it is. And what it becomes a bit of accountability for you as well. Because when you have your numbers on your wall and you're looking at them all the time, it just kind of keeps you in that space and in that place to grow and to solve problems and to get better and to achieve the results that you may or may not have been trying to achieve the entire time. So I guess the short story here is number one, know your numbers, but more importantly than that, find a way to get your numbers in a format or in a way that you understand that you can use on a regular basis. So just play around with that a little bit. I love Excel. I'm very primitive when it comes to Excel, but sum equals blah blah semicolon parentheses. That's the extent of my my expertise with Excel. But I love making these spreadsheets and fooling around and coming up with different variables and stuff like that. I think it's really, really cool. But anyway, again, down here somewhere, subscribe button. Love to have you on the show, and have a great week.